Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Rob, and behind me is my 2022 Tacoma. So today we are actually going to be getting this CVC tune put onto it. Should be exciting. It's more of a refinement tune than anything. I'll give more details as we go along. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and let's get going. Alright, you guys, so why am I doing these CVC tuned? Well, so I do love the Tacoma. You know, it's a great daily. Having a small truck as a daily has been so valuable. Not just for car stuff, but, you know, like I had said, I bought a house, it's almost been a year, actually November will be a year, and we're needing a bed at least maybe 2 or 3 times a month just for stuff we're buying for the house and that kind of stuff. Just the other day I bought a barbecue grill and I pretty much loaded the whole thing in the bed because it was a demo model on sale, so it was nice to be able to just toss it in the bed and get on over home. But the thing is that when Toyota designed the 3rd generation Tacoma, they did something that a lot of people didn't like, and I'm starting to see why. That was that they basically put the Camry motor in this. So this is a 3.5 liter V6. If you didn't know, the 2nd generation had a 4.0. And that's why a lot of people actually do prefer the 2nd generation. So that lack of displacement that the 3rd generation Tacomas have, that actually did affect things a little bit. You know, it does have a bit less low end. You know, the mid-end is also, it can be pretty lacking at times, especially on a freeway. Often when I need to speed up, you know, in this truck, I have to actually really gun the pedal, which sucks because it's just killing MPGs and, you know, just stressing out the motor. So the CVC tune, he's actually really cool. You know, the guy that's going to be putting it on, he's actually, you know, based here in California. He's only about 40 miles from where I live. And being that he's here in California, the tune is a bit more, we'll say a little bit more California specific. You know, what's nice is it is supposed to be smoggable. Now, I don't have to worry about smogging the Tacoma for, I believe, around 7 years now, but it's still nice to, you know, have in my back pocket, and it's not going to stress out the motor too much. It's not for gaining horsepower. Like I said earlier, it's more refinement. It's going to, you know, adjust the shift points a bit, adjust the throttle sensitivity a little bit, as well as, you know, make some changes to the power band to help make it a bit more, we'll just say a bit more livable, which is fine. I'm not looking to make this truck into a rocket. You know, it's a truck, right? But if you do look at reviews of the Tacoma versus other trucks, the Tacoma would always be the slowest one and, you know, the least impressive in terms of performance. So it'll be nice to get this, you know, Tacoma a little bit up there, because other than that, like I said, the Tacoma has been perfect. So let's go ahead and let's go over there. Alright, so the tune does adjust shift points, throttle response, power curves a bit. It is supposed to add about, like, I think like 7 to 8 horsepower. But, you know, more important is that it's putting the power in all the right places. So I do notice that throttle response is definitely improved. You know, I definitely don't have to press down on the pedal as much as I used to. Just to get up to, like, the speed limit of 35 or 40 on some roads. So that's always nice. So like right now, not even pressing on it much and I'm already up to speed. Not bad at all. And later I will also be finding a spot with a, you know, I can do a nice little 0 to 60 run to show you guys that also. So looking forward to that. Now, in terms of how it feels compared to other cars and trucks, so here's the thing. I don't know if you guys have ever owned like an economic minded car, you know, like I don't like a Prius, anything like that, or a hybrid, any other hybrid. You know, usually they'll have like an eco mode and a sport mode and a normal mode. Usually the way it works is eco mode is where it kills the throttle response, kills the power a bit, you know, in return for better MPGs. Now, driving this Tacoma with this tune makes it feel like the stock tune was basically some super eco mode that was just killing everything on it. You know, it was making it a total slug. With the tune, this feels pretty much like a nice hybrid between a normal and sport mode, which is great. You know, really liking, you know, that little addition to it. It really does liven up the truck a good amount. We're going to get to the freeway soon and you'll see. You know, before, it really felt like they took the 3.5 Camry motor and just tossed it into a Tacoma and just said, okay, there we go, it'll be fine, you know, lugging along another 2,000, 2,500 pounds. With this tune, I feel like they actually took the motor and they actually made it work for the Tacoma, which is good, you know. I understand, you know, the reasons that they probably had for the stock tune and all that, but it just was not for me. This definitely really reinvigorated the Tacoma. All right, so we're almost to the freeway, so we'll see how it is at speed. So we are driving to the 0 to 60 spot I mentioned. So I figured, hey, why not just record while we're doing that? All right, so 35, press the throttle a little bit. The power kicks in real good. Look at that, no gear hunting or anything. And look, already at 65. Be here for a little bit. And the tune, it also does improve the other parts, you know. So for example, here I'll put in sport mode. We'll slow it down to 60. I'll step on it. Not bad. Back to normal. ECT mode also does have a bit of a power increase also, which is cool. I'll engage that right now. So let's get a nice little straightaway. Let's get some space in between. So now I get down to 60. There we go. Not bad. ECT mode is now disengaged. So now it's just back to normal mode, no sport or anything. And yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoy cruising on a freeway with the Tacoma a lot more with this, because now I'm not, you know, before I would let off on the throttle a little bit and then it would start slowing down, and I have to speed up and then let off on the throttle a little bit, slow down. It would never maintain its speed. All right, now at the throttle position I'm at, it's just keeping constant at the speed limit, which is all I wanted. Like, it's a small improvement, or I shouldn't say a small improvement, it's a big improvement. It's a small thing to ask for, but I'm just glad that we have it now. Because now it really just feels like a, you know, like a nice small truck. Should also note that the Tacoma is all stock. You know, the only thing I've added to this Tacoma is the Cali-raised rock sliders. So that's, you know, a little bit of extra weight, but I don't have anything else. You know, no overland rack in the back. I mean, even on the stock 16s and everything. So it's also pretty cool because the tune, let's face it, all these tunes are also made with, you know, the idea in mind that these Tacomas are all modded up already. So they kind of need to use the tune to kind of bring back some of that power gets lost from adding all that weight to your Tacoma. But I don't have that weight added to it, so it makes it fly a little bit more now. You know, the tune is really nice for Tacoma because it really does just makes it more enjoyable to drive. You know, we're going a slight uphill, just chilling with it. You know, I don't have to think about it, don't have to step on it a little bit more, and not to listen to the gears trying to figure out, you know, what gear it should be and all that. Just driving. All right, you guys. So now we have some open space on the road now. So, you know, one of the main things about these tunes is that they really do help out with the gear hunting. So we're gonna just do a little bit of scenarios, you know. So here we go. Puts off the accelerator. So right now we are going 74. So let's say I just step on a little bit. And notice we could get down just right. Now I'll let off. Accelerate again. No, it's not bouncing around anymore trying to find gears. So I'm going to slow down a little bit more just to be safe. So now say I'm like, oh no, I have to randomly give it some gas. Look at that. It grabbed it. Didn't figure out, wasn't hunting around deciding, you know, what gear do I want to be in. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's get a little bit more stress testing going on. So, just full out mash. Knows what it wants. Not bad. I mean, it is really nice how much more responsive it is. You know, I definitely, you know, when I first got the Tacoma, probably like the first thing I recognized was like, wow, this thing doesn't shift too well at all. So, you know, it is nice to be able to fix this. Do wish it came like this from the factory, but what can you do? All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the 0 to 60 test right now. We're just gonna get to the spot. All right. We are, of course, we are on a closed course right now. Of course, people, of course. So we're gonna slow it down just a little bit. Right. All right, let's go, people. There's 60. I'm gonna let off here now just because the closed course is ending. Alright guys, so it definitely pulls a lot nicer with the tune. You know, overall, I would say this was a great choice. You know, everyone's always looking for, you know, performance mods to do to their Tacoma and everything. And I mean, guys, don't waste money on an exhaust and intake if you want performance. Go get a tune. $400, it changed a lot. You know, I definitely do recommend looking for a tune for a Tacoma. Definitely makes it a lot nicer. All right, you guys, so that was the end of my overview of the CVC Tune. You know, overall, I would say it is worth it. Definitely do recommend it. It's just awesome, guys. Definitely would recommend looking into it. Just the power you get, the way it shifts, everything about it, it's just really improved the Tacoma, makes it a whole lot better than it was. So definitely look into one. And with that, guys, this is Rob, and have a good one.